Ron Harris here from MuscularDevelopment.com, wrapping up prejudging of day 2 at the Tampa Pro. Coverage brought to you by High Tech Pharmaceuticals. Here with Mike Cox, Big Mike Cox. That's COX. Let's get it. Don't get it twisted. He's been an amazing help to me. Hector's making obscene gestures here, but Mike's been a great job on the play-by-play at MuscularDevelopment.com. If you haven't checked that out, tons and tons of pictures we instantly uploaded, commentary. MuscularDevelopment.com. Check out the play-by-play thread. But let's talk about today's show. So we have the remainder of the divisions. We did 4 divisions yesterday, and today we had 5, the final 5. So 9 pro divisions. Next year we'll have 10 with wellness. My goodness. First up was fitness, but we did not see any routines. You can see they're warming up. I don't know if you can see. They're warming up behind us because the finals are going to start in less than an hour. So we haven't seen the routines, but based on what we've seen before, who you got?
The Jenny Worth show. It's a wrap. I mean,
right there, yeah.
2001 Fitness Olympic champion. Made her comeback, won here last year. Her physique was light and day different than everyone else's. So she's going back to Olympia. It's kind of just a formality now. You actually see her back here practicing her routine, but we came to see Jenny Worth.
She's damn good. Women's bodybuilding, which not every show has, but every Tim Gardner show does have, thanks to Wings of Strength. Heli Trevino. Wow. Was she from Sweden originally?
Sweden, living in Venice.
Yeah, wow. Heli Trevino, I mean, as soon as we saw everybody, we're like, there it is. There's your winner right there.
It's done. It's a wrap. She was big. She was full. She was conditioned. She won the Wings of Strength, I believe, 2 years ago. So she's obviously going back to try to get her title back. But it's her and everybody else. It's just that much.
The Wings of Strength Rising Phoenix show is basically the Ms. Olympia now. It's actually got better prize money and prizes than the Ms. Olympia ever had, thanks to Jake Wood of Wings of Strength. Hele, far and away, but special mention, Michaela Aycock, who was a women's physique competitor, today switched over to women's bodybuilding. Very successful. That's not easy to do. Wow, I was very impressed, especially the back on this Michaela. Gee, wow.
She trains hard. That girl trains heavy and hard, does presses with like 65-pound dumbbells. The move up for her was great. She didn't lose, her shape stayed the same. She was just as conditioned. And she's a smaller girl. She's got to be about 5'1", but she looks so much bigger on stage. So she was phenomenal. I was very impressed with her. Very impressed.
5'1" on a good day. Bikini, tons and tons of beautiful, gorgeous women. I mean, it came down to 2, as far as I could tell, from the way they were moving people around. These 2 women, Maureen Blanquiso from Norway, AJ. I'm sure you're very familiar. I think he said she's got. This will be, if she wins, this will be her 4th pro win in a row. Which, wow, that's dominating. I never knew a thing about her until today, but wow.
She actually looked good. They didn't move her around at all, so it was kind of like safe to say she's going to be the winner. But there are a lot of girls, man. And you still kind of don't know what they're looking for. I mean, they all look good, but I mean, what separates first from 15th? But like I said, Maureen, AJ, good call. She's got another win.
Maybe, maybe not, because Romina Basualdo, who is also very, very good, was next to her, and they didn't really move her around either, so it could go either way. I mean, they're both. I wouldn't want to judge bikini. No, my goodness. No. I wouldn't want to judge any of this now that I'm thinking about it. This is hard. I mean, these judges, they've been here. They did the amateur show starting at 8 in the morning. Now they're doing the pro show. They got a quick break, and then they got to come back and do all the pros and then all the amateurs tonight. So all you guys that bitch about the judges, you wouldn't want to do it. Trust me. Women's physique, huge group of women, but former bodybuilder Sheila Black looked to me like the clear choice.
Sheila won the bodybuilding 2 years, or last year, I believe. Came back again. I think she did Chicago, didn't places. She did 2nd or 3rd. Yeah. Came here.
I want to say she won the bodybuilding here 2 years ago.
2 years ago. Yeah. 2 years ago. It suits her physique well. She wasn't as hard or as dry as she has been. A smaller version of herself, but it looked good. Like this is a great class for her. Now going forward, can she deal with Shanique? That's a whole different ballgame. But she looked phenomenal, and her posing routine's gonna be phenomenal. She's probably the best poser in the sport.
Yeah. Well, you guys all want to hear about the men's open bodybuilding. Did not disappoint. Dexter Jackson, the big knock on Dexter in the past couple of years is he's losing his legs. He's an old man now. He's almost 50 like me, so his legs are going away on him. But I talked to Charles Glass earlier in the week, or last week. I said, what's today already, Saturday? I talked to him a few days ago, and he was saying, yeah, Dexter's legs are up. But, every coach always feeds you this. Every trainer says, and I'm like, yeah, whatever. He comes out, wow, I've never seen a guy that age get his legs back the way Dexter did.
They were big and full. Like he walked out, and the first thing you look at Dexter is his legs. That's what kind of been the knock on him. But dude, this is what's called old man muscle. The grainy detail in his physique is different than Luke's. You can see when they're posing next to each other, the fine detail. And when he's got legs like that, man, it's a whole different Dexter now. So, you know, going into the Olympia, you know, we got somebody else that's going to push the top spot. But I was very impressed with Dexter. Like when I found out he was doing the show, it added that much more excitement. I mean, Mr. Olympia, Arnold Classic wins, New York Pro.
5-time Arnold Classic.
The list goes on and on.
This will be his 29th pro win. I'm calling it right now.
Yeah, easily. Like, you got to appreciate what this man brings, because I know at 46 I don't feel great. At 50, close to 50, I'm sure you don't feel great.
Nah, I feel horrible.
But to be at the top of his game at 50 years old, and what he's done, we won't ever see this again. Period. Never.
So, I mean, you know, had he not showed up today and entered this show, this would have been Luke Sando's show to win. Who's coming? Oh, George Farah. Excellent. We're just getting to men's open bodybuilding. We'll get to you in a second, George. I'm going to bring you in. Second place is probably going to be Luke Sando, and it's his birthday today. It's not a bad birthday present. If he loses to Dexter Jackson, that's not a bad guy to lose to. You know, Luke brought it. I personally thought he looked a little bit better at the Arnold. Yes. Maybe it was different lighting, but he still brought a really great package. It was far and away, you know, a clear second place. And this is no slouch. We had Ian Valliere looking really good. Lucas Oslado never looks bad, always in great shape. And this new guy from Kuwait, Hassan Mustafa. We got another Rami in the works.
If Hassan was on,
who's from India?
Oh, was he?
Oh, okay.
If he was on, Dexter would have problems. Yeah. Hassan is a freak, man. Like, he's got Egypt. He's from Egypt. Right, but he's huge. He's got everything about him is big, man. Dense, full, like just quads from hell. Yeah. You know what I mean? I was very impressed with this guy. If he's a little bit leaner, it'll be maybe a different story today.
Milan Sadek, this is his, I don't know, 6th show of the season. He's trying to get points to Olympia. I don't think he's going to make it today the way he was getting moved. He's tired. To me, it looks like he just needs to take a break, let his body rest. Yep. You know, he's losing that pop, that fullness, and that's happened when you stay in shape all year long.
It's really hard.
Unless you're someone like a Dexter, or, you know.
He's a freak of nature.
Yeah, I mean,
but Milan,
everybody else.
Milan looked good. It's just, you said, it's been a long year. Your body can only take so much. You know what I mean? So, rest, regroup, come back next year. He's got all the tools to be successful in the sport. You know, his shape's phenomenal. This is a good lineup, man. This is a phenomenal lineup. If he does place, 5th or 6th, that's not no slouch right there at all. You know, so.
Special mention, honorable mention, Sean Smith from Kentucky, pro debut. This guy is packed with muscle, so thick and dense, a back like we haven't seen in forever.
It's like he trains that old school heavy free weight type workout. Huge back. He had pro muscle as an amateur. So it was just a matter of time before he got his pro card. He held his own. I wouldn't have been upset if he would have been in the first call out ahead of Milan.
Yeah. Charles Griffin also good, but I think he's fading. I think he needs to regroup, chill out, take some off-season time, come back next year.
Like, Charles was shred. He was in shape. You know what I mean? Just the look of disappointment on his face when he didn't make that first call out was evident. But he's no slouch, man. He's a good bodybuilder. Yeah. So,
Mike, I'm going to ask you to step away because I'm bringing in special guest star, the pro maker. This guy's coached the greats like Kai Green, Dexter Jackson. We could be here all day talking about all. We'd be here all damn day. So George, you know, I know you had some horses in the race, of course, but I know you also call it like you see it. You don't, you know, you're a straight shooter. So how did you see this shaking out today? Dexter, clear winner?
Yes. I mean, come on. You know, it's not because he's my boy, but he's just have it all. You know what I mean? He's such a, like, how I'm going to put it, he's like a statue, you know, it's good to look at, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And he's in shape. He's in shape. Like, the only thing I would have taken from Dexter is just his stomach, you know, and he had a little bit of issue before, so we worked it out. And, I mean, we need to mention that he only really dieted for this, like, 8 weeks. Oh. Because we figure we have 16 weeks, we had the Olympia, and this is our target, you know.
I mean, but he's somebody I mentioned. I see him do multiple shows throughout seasons many times before, and he doesn't seem to fade. He doesn't seem to suffer for it the way a lot of these other guys do.
Definitely,
he seems to be able to peak multiple times a year.
Yes, yes. You know, I mean, we're looking at an almost 50 years old man looking like this. Right. You know what I mean? And look at his glute. I'm not even 50. Where's my glute? I don't even have ass. But you know what I'm saying? I mean, the guy is a genetic freak. God bless him. He worked hard. You know what I mean? I'm just there to show him a few things and tricks and stuff. You know, I've been coaching him for all these years after everybody said he's done. and now we have proof over and over that we keep coming back and better and better. I mean, last year everybody counted him out, but they forgot that I had the cancer to deal with, and now I'm back. I'm with him, and you can see the difference. You see his legs. I mean, everybody's like, "Oh my God, how did you know?"
His legs came back.
Yes, exactly, exactly, man. And so I'm very proud of the guy, man. He worked hard, and he deserved it. I mean, I'm not taking anything away from anybody. Luke, look amazing. Happy birthday, Luke.
That's right.
You know, so look amazing. But you know, when you put him next to Dexter Jackson, it's just like an apple and oranges. You know what I mean? I mean, Luke is nice, have muscle, you know, everywhere. But Dexter was sharp and just so pretty to look at. Yeah. You know. Who
Who in this lineup do you see the most potential for the future? This top six guys.
Definitely Hassan. Hassan, he's the Egyptian, you know. So I got to say this because my wife is Egyptian. Otherwise, we'll get in trouble. No.
Well, they always say Kuwait because they train in Kuwait.
But honestly, Hassan look amazing. Hassan is like, he's one of those future. He's young. He got everything. He's not missing nothing. You know, if he just can put it together, oh my God, it's game over to a lot of people.
I made a remark. I think this is like the next Rami. Do you see him having that? Could he be that good? As good as Rami has been?
He could be good, not as good as Rami yet. Okay. Yeah, not yet. I'm not. I mean, I'm not gonna just but he's
Ramis don't come along all that often. I understand.
Exactly. I mean, Hassan by himself, everybody's like, wow. But then when you put him next to the veterans and next to the muscle maturity, you start seeing the difference. You know.
So Luke, we also had Ian Valliere from Canada. Making strong. I think he's going to be third, fourth at the worst.
I tell you, I was very proud of that guy, man. He came out of nowhere. He put his work together. He was a little bit on the flat side. That guy, he's such a big guy. If he comes even a little fuller, like with that same hardness, watch out. He's good.
And also Lucas Oslado from Czech Republic.
My
you work
boy.
with. How would you rate today's look versus some other shows he's been in this year?
Honestly, he's been consistent. You know what I'm saying? But of course, I'm here, so I give him a little edge. You know what I'm saying? He had that little nudge. So versus Chicago and Griffin and all these guys beat him. You know, I fixed some of his posing because now the muscle's showing up more. Yeah. And I'm going to be very happy, honestly, if he's around the third, that fourth mark, it's going to be awesome, you know?
And the last guy in that first group was another Czech, Milan, the younger kid, Milan Shadek. Do you agree with me? Do you think his body's looking a little tired from all these shows?
You know what? He's tired. But when I met I'm the guy actually who gave the guy trophy when he turned pro.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I was there at the Czech Republic. I like the kid. I think he have great potential. He's still just on a little smaller side. That's about it. But other than that, he have all the nice muscle belly, you know. Cool. Yeah.
So Dexter for the win. I think we're calling it. You don't need to have a crystal ball. Dexter's looking great. Yes. He's Mr. Olympia, 5-time Arnold Classic champ. I mean,
yeah.
He didn't need to do this show, but I'm glad he did. It's any show Dexter's in.
I really wanted to see where we at. You know what I'm saying? Because we changed. Actually, I mean, honestly, if you ask Dexter, we revamped his whole diet, man. Like everything, his whole diet changed.
Did you take the pizza out? What'd you take out?
Oh yeah, we took. But seriously, like I'm trying to stay away from anything that messes his stomach up. And even with that, we still had problem because you need to remember, man. You know, like when we're 20s and 30s, we'll eat and we didn't care and stuff. Right now, somebody in their late 40s and 50s, they got to be very careful. Dexter can't just sit down and eat, pound of meat at a time. I mean, he's lucky if he can finish 6 ounces. Wow. You know what I'm saying? And I'm trying to focus more on the carbs and stuff so to keep that full looking, because anything more than that, Dexter can't digest it. You see what I'm saying? So we need to be very careful. Yes. Yeah. Cool.
Well, there you have it. George Farah, thank you so much.
Oh, my pleasure. Yeah. Anything for MD.
We'll be back in like 3 minutes for the finals.
I know.
Thank you, sir, very much.
Pleasure, man.
And guys, thanks for watching. This has been our wrap-up of the judging on Day 2, Tampa Pro. For MuscleDevelopment.com, coverage brought to you by High Tech Pharmaceuticals. Keep on watching. Thank you, sir.
Pleasure, man.
Appreciate you coming over.
Of course.
I was like, George is probably...